whatever works for you, and I'm very happy that the Free Library System in Philadelphia is taking to heart our offer to do public service announcements. And I've got to say, it's good to get a little entertainment in there with your information and infotainment. And I've got a little set of library and book theme songs coming up for folks right now, starting with a group called the Faders, who I don't know particularly well, doing a track called Library Book.
What's up, y'all? We'll get ready to go on the radio soon. Once this, the bumper. Hope you guys are doing all right today.
For archived interviews and more, be sure to buy a cool new South Philadelphia Community Radio t-shirt to support the station. That's www.spcr.org.
This is South Philadelphia Community Radio. WOMLP is seeking underwriters for our diverse community programming. We do not get money from the
What's up, Eric? What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
As you can hear,
What's up, Daryl? Mr. Nutgrass, how y'all feeling, man? We get ready to go on this radio. What's this next song? Called Ali in the Jungle. One of my favorite songs. Y'all gotta check that song out. Ali in the Jungle.
Contact us. South Philadelphia Community Radio can broadcast some basic messaging about what you do and how to contact you at about 3% of Philadelphia commercial FM radio rates. Send an email to radio@spcr.org. That's radio@spcr.org. We want
What's
your
going on,
message,
man?
and we will turn it into radio worth your time. Once again, radio@spcr.org. Thank you and happy listening. I will now stare into the digital void and cry binary tears.
Nah, no Clarence today. His I think his son graduating high school this morning. So it's just me today. Good morning. Hope everybody's enjoying this Wednesday morning. This is South Philadelphia Community Radio, WOM 92.9. Bring you another edition of the 623 Lives Matter show. Hope you guys are enjoying your morning. For all those that worked last night, I know you're glad to be off. I know I am. Had a little issue with my wife. She is going through a little issue with her health. Thank you guys for her prayers. She's back home now. We got to go back next week for another procedure and then about another 3 weeks. But, everything's going to be all right. Yesterday we had a couple of deaths in our local and their families. We had Richard Hayden. His grandmother passed away, and then our brother Chris Boyd, his mother. So keep those two brothers in our prayers. You know, we all got to stick together in these tough times. First things first, next week is our last scheduled week of national negotiations. So probably next week they're going to probably have a tentative agreement. So we got to make sure we stay on top of it. And because of that, we are throwing a parking lot pep rally. You know, I know you guys, some of you guys are old guys, so you probably don't know what a pep rally is no more. But you remember how it was in high school, college, you know, all the students gathered in the auditorium and they got together and made a lot of noise and letting the opponent know that they was going to win. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let our opponents know that the members are going to win. Now, that parking lot pep rally is going to be on June 18th at about 9:20 p.m. at the UPS Air Facility on 1 Hog Island Road at the Westgate parking lot. Everybody, please come out, show your support. We have some very special people coming out to help us out. Now, I know you guys have been paying attention to the news over the last several months about the teachers in Oklahoma and Arizona, Colorado, even in my home state of North Carolina, they had a little demonstration for the teachers. So we got teachers coming out to this parking lot pep rally. The Philadelphia Federation of Teachers, Philly DSA, they're going to be out there to show support because, you know, this is a monumental event. You know, labor is on the forefront this year. You see it with the teachers, and now you're going to see it with the teamsters that work at United Parcel Service. We got to make a stand. You see all the rumors, the reports about what's going on. They're trying to hide us, say it's just business as usual. It's not business as usual. It's not business as usual when you make so much money, it's longer than train smoke, and then you treat your employees like they're second-class citizens. That's not business as usual. We're not going to take it anymore. Enough is enough. And our officials, they didn't know we had enough. Because we can put the blame all we want to at UPS. But there's a reason why they get away with the things they get away with. And a lot of it is because of our officials. Our officials have been selling us out for a very long time. So we need to stand up, take this union back, let them know that who they work for. And let the company know that those billions in profits that they get, we get that. We the ones that help them get those profits. So we need to make this parking lot pep rally a big thing. It's going to be right in front of the company. If we're going to make a lot of noise, we're going to have our blown horns, we're going to have our signs, we're going to have our leaflets, we're going to have our palm cards. We're going to make a big fuss about how we feeling about what's going on with this company, with our officials. Another thing that we're going to do, you know, the last few years, the 623 Lives Matter team, we have done this thing for the mothers. We order the flowers and we give them to the hardest working mothers in the country. Our mothers here are not like any other mothers. They work hard, they bleed, they sweat, they cry, then they gotta go home and take care of the most important people in their lives. And we wanted to show them appreciation. Well, this time we're going to do the same thing for the fathers. It's the first time we did this. It's not going to be flowers, so man, we're not getting soft on you guys, but we wanted to show you guys that we appreciate what the fathers do as well. Mothers, they get the hype, you know, they market themselves very, very well. So we got to do the same thing for our fathers, man, because they are just as important as the mothers. We work hard. So we're going to show you guys some appreciation this Friday. We're going to be out there giving you guys something and giving you guys some information about the contract as well. So we want to let you guys know that. Another thing that we did was I filed about 5 grievances for supervisors working a couple weeks ago up in the North Primary, North 1. And I wanted to give you an update on that. What's going to happen is the five people in the top 5 seniority people are going to get paid for those grievances. All right, so I'm gonna make sure once the BA and myself and the labor manager sit down, I want to make sure we get the names, and I'll give you guys the names of the people who's going to get paid for those grievances, because there is no way that you can have any supervisor work. But these guys were 5 full-time and manager supervisors that were working up there, and you know it has to stop. It has to stop. And you know it's just ridiculous what this company does to our contract. If they just violate it to do what they want to do. And I wanted you guys to know that we all have to take part in this process of filing grievances. I know there's a lot of people who don't want to for a myriad of reasons, and I get all of them, but that's what we have to fight with. And until the people that we have fighting for them, then we need to, you know, hold those people accountable that fight to pursue these grievances. We need to hold them accountable as well. And we want you guys to understand that you need to file the grievances, because that's the only way that things are going to get moved. So again, don't forget, this Friday, you know, for the fathers, we got something planned special for you guys. We were thinking about how can we do it, because it's kind of difficult. It's easy, you know, it's a little bit easier, like I said, for the mothers, because they market it better, and you know everybody loves the mom, this, that, and the other. So we want to do something for the fathers this time, and we hope you guys come out and appreciate what we're going to do, because we appreciate you guys. We appreciate the moms, the fathers, the all members, whether you're mom or father or not. We appreciate you guys for everything that you do for us, all the support, all the messages, everything that you guys do for us. We appreciate. So again, you see, it's just me today. My cool partners, Clarence Bagby, his son graduates high school, so let's give a big congratulations to him and his family. And my brother Espo, he watching his kids. You know, say again, fathers, man. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Again, though, we want to let you guys know about that. And anybody just coming on, anybody just listening, don't forget, on June 18th, around 9:20 p.m., we're going to have our pep rally in the parking lot at the West Gate, Philadelphia Airport, PHL. Come on out. We're going to have a lot of people out there. It's going to be a lot of people. Teachers from the Philadelphia Federation of Teachers, Philadelphia DSA, everybody's coming. We have a surprise guest too. I can't let you know because it's a surprise, and we'll see if they're going to come, because I don't want to put it out there and they don't show up, but it's a surprise. So you guys are going to really enjoy what's going on in these next few days. Next week again is the last scheduled week of the national negotiations. Johnny Ola PM, 9:20 p.m. Yeah, come on out, man. Come on out there and get involved, man. We need to let these guys know that we mean business, because I'm telling you, they're gonna try and make 2013. They're gonna try to make 2013 happen again. They're gonna try it again. I'm telling you, they doing the same thing they did in 2013, not telling us anything or telling us what they want to do, and not telling us what we need to do. You know, we talking about striking, but they haven't really prepared the membership for all what a strike entails. You know, I wasn't here in '97. I was still in high school. That was my last year in high school. So, you know, we guys got to stick together. These guys should have been preparing us for a long time, not now, because I was doing my research, and Ron Carey, the last time that we did have a strike, he prepared the membership like a year in advance. You know, he was sending out information to the steward, sending information out to the locals, and he said something I read that was very profound of what kind of man that he was. He said that if you guys don't want to get in line, then the line will be made for you. You know, and that's what kind of leadership we need right now. You know, we need that type of leader to let our members know that the leader means business, as also the company means business. I mean that you know, the company need to know that we mean business. So, you know, we got to prepare ourselves just in case if we do go on strike. A lot of people don't think we will because of the leadership. They don't think the leadership has the intestinal fortitude or the heart or the backbone to stand up to the company. So again, you know, we got to stick together on this. This is our livelihood. No one's going to live off this contract but us. Not the people in office, not the company, us. Every article has the potential to affect our lives in a way, you know, and we need to check that contract out when it comes out. And what we plan to do here on the 623 live show on WOOM 92.9, when the contract does come out, we're going to have a contract show. We're going to go through the contract article by article, and we're going to show you guys what it means for you and your family, and, you know, the ins and outs of it. You know, I know our local is going to have a contract meeting whenever it happens, but we're going to take the time and go in a depth look of what it means for you and your family, because we have to teach and engage and empower our membership more than what we're doing now. We have the responsibility to do so. Like I said, if you look into our bylaws, man, it's a lot of stuff that go on, that should go on, that don't go on, and it's supposed to help us. Yeah, Joan, you know, like they did in 2013, you know, they had the contract meeting. I remember it was, matter of fact, I believe it was like in May or June of 2013, because I had my daughter with me, and I remember when Billy Morris got up there and talked about it is what it is. And I never forget, I text Clarence, and I say, Clarence, did he just say it is what it is to the membership? You know, these guys taking out health care and extended progression and all these type things. And you know, hey, but when you don't care, those are the statements that you make. When you don't have to live by the contract, those are the statements that you make. It is what it is, because you don't have to deal with the consequences of the contract, and that's a lot of the issue that we have. When you don't have to deal with the consequences of the contract, you just do what you want to do. So we need to change that. We need to have people in there that care about our families, care about the contract, care about what the company is doing to us, and we need to have those people. I hope you guys are really paying attention to what's going on around the country when it comes to this contract. It's only about 3 locals that have really been putting out the information to keep their membership engaged. I know Joint Council 10 has done a good job with letting their members know. Local 25, not Local 25, but they have too. That's with our new candidate, Mr. O'Brien. That's with his local. And then we have Local 251. They actually got kicked off the National Negotiating Committee for letting their members know what was going on with the contract. And then you have Local 89. I think their whole negotiating committee got kicked off the team for letting their members know. But we have a right to know. That's what we're paying for. And that's what I don't understand. When you pay for something, you should get what you pay for. You know, where else can you go and pay for something and not get it? You know, that's breaking the law. That's you know, they stealing from you. When you are paying for something and you don't get what you're supposed to receive for the money that you're paying, that's thievery, man. You should go to jail for that. But you know, our guys are not going to go to jail. And not saying that I want them to, but, you know, something does need to happen. And the only way that we can get a change here is we have to vote. 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 I know you guys say, hey, look, I voted twice last time. I voted it down. and they still gave it to me. Well, the reason why they was able to shoot it down was because of people not voting in, the international election. Mr. Hoffa still in control. We was out there at the convention, and we tried to change that in Article, I believe it's 12, about him not being able to just overturn votes like that. He wouldn't let us do it. So, and that's the reason why we need to have people who represent us. Now, when this master come out, we need to make sure we pay attention to it, because if we vote it down this time, then they can't shove it down our throat. The reason why they was able to do that last time, because the master passed. And when the master passes, the supplements kind of get swallowed up by the master, and that's what happened. So if the master is bad, which it looks like it will be, we need to make sure that we are prepared to say no to this contract, say no to the concessions that are coming out from all over everywhere. We need to say no to them, because if we don't, it's going to be 2013 all over again. And guess what's going to happen? We're going to be upset. We're going to be mad. We're going to be complaining. We're going to be ready to fight each other. And guess what? Companies still going to be making billions, and our officials still going to be getting rich off our labor. So it's up to us. We need to make a stand here. And we can do that by showing solidarity, coming out to this parking lot pep rally. Every classification: feeder driver, package car driver, part-timer, full-timer, ramp worker, unloader. We need to make sure that we come out in a strong show of force to let both sides know that enough is enough. And we need to make sure we do this, because it's not going to just affect us today. It's going to affect our children for tomorrow, and their children, and their children. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. Yeah, and freight too. Freight, they voted to strike also. So we need to look out for our freight brothers. You talking about a bad contract. If you guys think our contract is bad, look at UPS Freight. Look at their contract. Just look at it. It's worse than ours. So, but we can work together and get a good deal, because we deserve it. No one works harder, and no one is better at what we do. So again, we're gonna answer some. I'm gonna look at this stuff on Facebook Live here. I see Joe. My man Joe. He does a lot of posting a lot of articles and a lot of the contract on Facebook, and he gets a bad rap for it. But if you really look at what he's saying and what he's trying to say to the members, is that what he really is saying is what you really, all your rights, how you fight the company, how you fight any violation is in that contract. Everything you need is in that contract. Everything. How to fight the company is in the contract. How you win grievances is in the contract. How you win against your local, it's in the contract. Everything you need is in that contract. And that's what we need to focus on. That's why they negotiated. Whether we like it or not, we have to abide by it. And we have to hold our membership, have to hold our officials, and we have to hold the company accountable to it. Yeah, Johnny. I hear you, Johnny. But, if you guys got any questions up on here, y'all post them up on this Facebook Live. We're gonna do it like this here, because, I don't have nobody else to have anything to say. So if you guys got any questions, any concerns, just post them up here on this Facebook Live. We can go over it together. You know what I mean? Again, this is WOOM 92.9. You're listening to another live edition of 623 Lives Matter radio show. I'm hoping you guys enjoying the show, and hope you guys are motivated and engaged enough to try to get more involved. Because I know that the membership is the backbone of the union, and we need to make sure we get more involved. Yeah, well, Joan, I don't know, man. Joan Miller asked, can we expect any update on our supplement? Well, we'll find out on Saturday, and that gives to my other point. this Saturday's meeting is very important because it's the last meeting before the contract expires. I take that back. We don't know if we're going to have another meeting in July, general membership meeting, because if you got the notice in the mail, there's going to be a section, or there's going to be a vote from the floor about suspending the meetings for July and August. Of course, I'm not going to support that because we need to have meetings at this local. I know other locals can do that, but our local cannot afford to have any recess during this time. They don't even give us information when we go there, so you want us to wait until that. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. So I'm not going to support that. I'm hoping you guys show up and make sure that we don't support any motion to suspend any meetings in December months during this contract year. We don't have the leadership to let us know anything. If we had the leadership like up in 251 and other places where they were out there giving information out to the members, they was at their hubs, at their buildings, giving the leaflets, giving information out. You know what I mean? So we don't have that here. We have to depend on ourselves to do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. We should take up the mantle sometime and make sure we educate each other. But it would be better if our leaders would do so. You know what I mean? But they're not going to do it, so we have to do it. And so when this happens, I want to make sure that we are out there in force. I know it's hard because they got the meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning. Normally it's at 10, but the reason why they did that is because they have a TNBC meeting at the Union Hall. I think it starts at 11, so they had to push it up to 8. The shop store meeting starts at 7:45. So make sure you guys come out because we cannot suspend these meetings. We can't do that. All right. So make sure we come out. I know it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for me to get there. I know the guy, my brother Keyshawn, who's been coming faithfully to these meetings. And he was saying some good things while he had these meetings. He asked me, was I going? I said, yeah. And he still wants to go. So that's good because that shows dedication. You know what I mean? So keep on coming, y'all. We need to fill this hall up. These guys got to know that the members are not going to take it anymore. Enough is enough. This is our livelihood. And I think that our local goes back into supplemental agreements negotiations this week. I think they go back sometime this week. They might be there now, but I think it's either tomorrow through the rest of the week or something like that, I believe. So I think Thursday and Friday they're going to be in supplemental negotiations. And of course, we don't know anything what's going on with that. We don't know what's going on with the national coming from them. We had to get information from other places, which is a shame because most of our dues money goes to our local leaders. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's just a shame how these guys are getting away with all this stuff and nothing's being done about it. So again, you guys need to make sure that you file the grievances for any infraction that go on in this company. I understand you guys don't like to do it, and I know I talked about this earlier, but we got some more people coming on. And I want to go over it again. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Powell? Good to see you, brother. Hey, file the grievance for whatever it is. Safety, Article 18. Pay for time, pay shortages, Article 17. Seniority, Article 50. So, supervisors working, Article 3, Section 7. Keep filing. Those are like the main violations that we have. Article 37 with the harassment and the 9-5 violations. Article 36 with the employee-employee relations. You guys got to file. Go through your book. Whatever you think these guys are doing, look it up in the book. Get your steward. Or if you don't want to get your steward, find out for yourself, call your BA, and they can let you know what to do. But you have to file the grievance. Yeah, Article 6, extra contract violation. You know, you got to go and get these guys for whatever they do. Cause trust me, when you do something against them, far as not, you know, they're gonna come and get you. You know, I've been in so many hearings about attendance and this and that. They have no problem getting you. So you got to make sure that you have no problem getting them. You know what I mean? They need to know that it goes both ways. Now, some of our members do put themselves in bad spots, and you guys got to look out for that. You got to watch your attendance, watch working unsafe. You got to watch it, because they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. But in the same turn, when it's time to get them, you got to get them, because they're not gonna hold no brakes on you. They're not gonna pull no punches on you. So you got to make sure you do that. So let's see. I got Joe Esposito on here. He's talking about they were just going through the motions. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you look at that paper they sent in the mail about this meeting. There's going to be a motion at the bottom. It said there's going to be a motion from the floor to excuse me. A motion from the floor to have a recess for the next 2 months, July and August. So I would encourage everybody to go. Let's come down here and let's do the same thing we did last month. We're not going to, you know, second the motion to have any recess during this contract time. We don't have the leadership that will give us the information. So we don't want any recess during this time. Now, if they were doing their job and letting us know what was going on, then, you know, I could understand that. But these guys are not doing their job, and we got to make sure we hold them accountable. We want to know. We want to know everything. Because if you guys look at how much money that we are spending on... Check this out. I just want y'all to check this out. They went to San Diego twice, right? Myrtle Beach. I don't know how many times I went to Myrtle Beach. They went to Vegas. They went to the Virginia, D.C. area. They went to all these places spending our money. Our money. It's not their money they spending. It's our money. And they come back and they tell you nothing. Or they say, check the UPS Rising app. And the UPS Rising app say the same thing over and over and over. The company, we have made progress on many different articles, and we have made some tentative agreements on this, tentative agreements on that. But they don't ever tell you the details. They don't tell you the details. So, but we spending all this money. The money does not match the information that we are given. And that's a problem. When you spending thousands and thousands of dollars, you don't want, you know, this information. We don't. We don't. You know, we're spending Del Frisco money and getting Happy Meal information. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. But these guys will continue to do that because we don't hold them accountable. We don't show up to the meetings. We don't vote. And they're going to continue to do the same thing. The only way they're going to change their behavior is if we make them. They're just like UPS. Just like UPS. The only way UPS is going to stop dominating us, harassing us, getting over us in these contracts if the membership makes them. That's the only way. Because they're not going to do it on their own. They keep showing us that. They show us every day. Every day. Every single day. And we got to make sure that we change that. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about, I was thinking about, and I've been thinking about this since we in labor notes. And I talked about it with my brother AG in the 804. And speaking of 804, man, you guys need to download that app, MIXLR, for Union Power Radio. Join that with the Facebook page, Union Power Radio. I'm telling you, it's very informative. You'll see a lot of different aspects of what goes on in every local, because other people call in and they talk about what goes on in their local, and it's the same cry everywhere. It's not just 623, It's not just 804. It's not 384. It's not. It's everywhere. We have a systematic problem within our local leaderships, and that's why the Teamsters in a whole are in trouble because of our leadership. There's only so much the members can do because we do need to have people to guide us and protect us from a lot of things. And when these people are not doing it, it puts the membership in harm's way. And that's what you see. Call into that show or just listen to that show and you will see some of the stuff that goes on in locals around the country. And also, I know they're still in the talks and still in the works of getting, Mr. O'Brien to call in and talk about, what's going on and why should we consider, vote for him and everything like that. But that's in 2021. But if you guys can go to his Facebook page on Union Power Radio and listen to the last interview or the last show, you gotta listen to like the last 20 minutes. We had a brother from Local 177, I believe it's Glenn Kenworthy, I believe his name is. Man, you gotta listen to his argument about what happened with all the stuff that we were doing for the Teamsters United movement. You gotta listen to it, man, because it gives you a perspective of how the majority of everybody feels about Sean O'Brien and the whole Teamsters United thing. Now, I know 3 years is it's not a long time, but, who knows what could happen in the next 3 years. People may change. People may change how they feel. And I know that's what the objective of the Teamsters United and Fred, that's what they want. But you guys got to listen to that interview. Go to Union Power Radio. Our brother Hector Fortes from 804 does a great job with that show. Listen to that show, the last 20 minutes. When him and Glenn Kenworthy was talking, I'm telling you, man, it puts it in a perspective that I think a lot of people need to listen to and hear, because a lot of people feel that way. I feel that way. You know what I mean? I feel that way. So, you gotta listen to it. It's very, very good. And just listen to the show. Well, Joan, I gotta disagree with that, because people do change. Because I change, you know what I mean? Because, it's no secret that, myself and Bagby, we were with the guys in office, that we have right now. We were with them down to the end, we were with them. So we had to change and look at it from, from our responsibility standpoint and not a loyalty standpoint, because we put our loyalty to them over our responsibility to our families, our co-workers, and, so, people do change, people do grow, but, we'll see what happened. We'll see what happened, But again, man, hey, look, you guys got to get more involved. This is going to be a fast few weeks. They're probably working on next week. I'm telling you, they're gonna announce that they have an agreement next week, and they're gonna push it out to the membership to vote on. And pay attention to it. Pay attention to it, man. Go through it. Like I said, we're going to have a contract show. We're going to go through it. We're going to go through it article by article, as long as it takes for our members to understand what's the good, the bad, and the ugly with this new contract. You know what I mean? So we want you guys to make sure that we understand what's going on. Again, this Monday, June 18th at 9:20 p.m. at the UPS Air Hub, 1 Hog Island Road, the West Gate. We're going to have a parking lot pep rally for this contract. We want to make as much noise. We're going to post it everywhere, go live everywhere we can. We want the company and our officials to know that 2013 will not happen. It will not happen. We're gonna go across the country. We're gonna go everywhere to let our members know that in order to get a great deal, we're going to have to stick together. Because, like I was saying earlier, UPS does a great job of marketing themselves. They are not only beating us contractually, but they're also beating us socially. And I didn't never think that they could do that, especially when the teams are supposed to be about, unity. But if you ever look at UPS's Twitter accounts and all these pages, you will see, man, they have beaten the union every which way. They have now, what they do is when you make seniority, they throw a big party for the people that make seniority. They give them shirts. They give them all this stuff, right? Now, what did the union do when they make seniority? When our employees make seniority? They don't do anything. And it's not about money. I know y'all, they got to spend money. No, you don't have to spend no money. Just come out and say, hey, look, this is me. I'm that. So, I'm the principal officer. I'm the vice president. I'm this, I'm that. This is your rights. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. This is your contract. But UPS, man, they already got them. They're throwing them parties. They're giving them the shirts. They're giving them this, that, and the other. And the union, they don't do anything. Well, not here. Our officials don't do anything to try to counteract that. You know what I mean? Even if you work, see the supervisors, see the managers. They even have a more of a bond and a relationship with our members than our own officials do with the members. You know what I mean? And that's not how it should be. I shouldn't be closer to my manager than I am to my principal officer. I don't think that's not good. I don't think any member should have a better relationship with supervisors than the people in office. I don't think that's not good. I agree, Joan, that we should be better equipped and better prepared for our new hires, because UPS they already giving them $100 bonus, right? And what does the union do? Our officials, they have a grievance for it, but who knows what's going on with that grievance? I haven't heard anything about it, and I don't know what's going to happen. But we have a lot of work to do, because like I said, we are getting beat on every level. Contractually, socially, they are just doing the job on us. You know what I mean? And it's not fair. I even talked to, I'm going to tell you what I did. I work up in the small sort area, right? And there's a lot of young supervisors. And I asked them, because I said, what made you want to be a supervisor? And she told me, she said, well, I'm friends with, some of the managers. We go out, we hang out, the union, they take money out, and I don't ever see them. I had an issue with a problem one time, and they couldn't help me, but my supervisor could. You know what I mean? And that, when she said that, man, that was a problem. My supervisor could, but the people I pay couldn't. And it was an issue that affected, like her pay. It was something like her pay or something like that. It was painful to hear that. And that's a lot of them feel that way because they don't have a relationship with the union at all. And that's why we try to do some of these things that we do. The Mother's Day, the Father's Day, the hanging out with them, for just whatever, giving them information. Whatever we can do, we try to build a relationship with the people, because we need them to come to us when they have a problem. Don't go to the company. Come to the union. That's what the union is there for. Let us help you. But they don't have the confidence in the union, in the officials, like they're supposed to have. And that's why they go to the company. A lot of people, we tell them all the time, when your pay is short, file a grievance. File a grievance. No. My manager said they're going to help me. No, don't do it that way. file the grievance, because now you protected, because it's so many times where a employee has not filed the grievance and shorted themselves because they didn't file it. They depended on the word of their manager. Their manager don't care. They don't care. They're going to get their money. So you're going to have to wait an extra week to get paid for what? All you had to do, file the grievance, and you will get paid. And if they don't pay you in a proper time, they're going to owe you more money. They're going to owe you more money. So always file the grievance. I don't care what the situation is, but especially for pay. Because you have already done your job. Now it's time for them to do their job and pay you. It's your paycheck is your bill to the company. Right? So if, for example, we all, I don't know about all of us, but I know I have Pico for my electricity. So if I'm late, I have to pay them extra if I'm late. If you're late on your car note, you got to pay them extra if you're late. Well, it's the same thing with UPS. If they're late with paying you, they got to pay you extra. That's why you got to file the grievance, to make sure you get what you're supposed to get. It's just that simple. We got to stop letting UPS think that they're our buddies. They are not our friends. They're not our buddies. They don't care anything about us. They don't even care about the customer no more. It's just about numbers. They don't even care. They don't care. They don't care. I'm telling you. And this is not coming from someone who's a super union fanatic. They tell you out of their own mouth. They don't care about anything but numbers. That's all we are. The package don't mean nothing. None of that. The customers don't mean nothing. If the customers meant something to them, they would hire more people so our customers could get their product in time, on time, not damaged. You know what I mean? That's if they care. Man, time and time again, all over this country, you see packages left in all these hubs. And not just a few packages, hundreds of packages just left in the building. That's not care. That's not care. If you cared, people would get their product on time. It's just the bottom line. But, you know, we got to do a better job of showing our members that we care more about them than actually the members, you know, care about themselves. Because we are getting beat on every aspect of this. Everyone. Not just contractually, not just monetary. Man, we are getting dominated badly. These guys, they do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? So again, this is South Philadelphia Community Radio, WOM 92.9. You know. Oh, again, I want to send a shout out to Sherry. Hunker, look, man, they walked. I did a few steps with them on their way down to DC. I don't know if y'all saw the video of her from the Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign. Man, they locked her up, man, and man, it was all she doing was fighting for what she believed in. They locked her up. She's out now, but you know, it's a shame that, you know, this country, as prosperous as it is, has so many in poverty. You know what I mean? And that's another issue, man, that the unions could really get behind, because a lot of our members live in these situations. You know, our part-timers, man, they don't make a lot of money. You know, they work 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And you know, I hear it all the time, man, how it's just heartbreaking to hear some of the stories from our part-timers in our own local talk about, you know, the money issues. And these guys are not lazy. They work 2 and 3 jobs, you know, and they waiting for a full-time job. You know, that's why I think this hybrid driver thing is going to be a real touchy issue for a lot of people, especially if you're a part-timer and you don't want to work 2 or 3 jobs no more, and you can take care of your family with one job. But I would tell the part-timer this, and this is coming from the heart: don't settle for a temporary fix to a problem that they're going to create It's going to be a problem. The UPS is going to exploit that forever. They're going to use it. They are going to use it and abuse it. And I know, a couple of extra dollars in your pocket means a lot now, but when you're going to lose it later, and your brother and sister going to be losing it, it's not worth it. Don't let these guys suck you into thinking, man, they doing this for you. No, they doing it for them. UPS does not care nothing about any of us at all. They don't even care about their own management team. They don't care about nothing but money, stockholders, and stocks, profits. You don't fit into that equation at all. I don't fit into that equation. Nobody fits into that equation. So we got to pay attention to what's really going on. Yeah, like you said, Joan, why settle for 26 an hour when you should be making 36, like the driver makes? You know what I mean? But that's what they're going to try to sell it. They're going to try to sell it to us. But that's why we got to make sure that we vote and pay attention. That's why we're going to have this contract show. Whenever we get the contract, we're going to go over it in detail, until everybody gets it. And, we want you guys to post your questions. When we do the Facebook Live and we here, we want you to post your questions on what's this and what's that. How does it affect me? And we're going to answer them the best way we know how. We don't know all the answers, but we're going to get you the answers, because we want you guys to be as educated and empowered and engage you guys as much as possible. Because this is our union, This is our union. Again, man, hey, don't forget, this Friday, there's a lot of people come up here. This Friday, man, there's a lot of stuff come up here. Y'all bear with me here. Oh, my goodness. All right, this Friday, we're going to have our first annual Father's Day celebration, man. I'm excited about it. I am, because it's easier to do something for mothers because they marketed themselves well. I mean, it's easier. But we're going to do something for the fathers because they deserve it too. So this Friday, we're going to be out there showing our appreciation for you guys. It's not going to be, all extravagant, but it's a token of our appreciation for all the hard work you guys do for this local, do for your family, do for your children, do for your spouses if you're married, because we have the hardest working people here at this company, and our fathers are a big part of that, and we want you guys to feel appreciated. And again, hey, don't forget about this parking lot pep rally too, man. Come on out, 9:20 p.m. June 18th, 2018. Next week is the last scheduled week of national negotiations. That doesn't mean they couldn't have any more meetings. This is the last scheduled one because I think they're going to try and come out with a tentative agreement to try to avoid any strike or any service interruption for the company by July 31st. Because I don't know if you guys know, next month is it. Next month is it, man. That's it. The contract it will expire next month, not next year, next month. And we don't know anything from our local leaders. Now, to me, now I don't know about you guys, but to me, it's a travesty, man. It's a problem when you don't know how you're going to feed your family, when you don't know about the health care, when you don't know if the progression going to be extended or not. We don't know. These guys been meeting since last September, October. It's been a long time they've been negotiating, and all we hear is we making progress. Our local leader says he's not going to do anything to undermine the IBT and all this other kind of stuff. I don't understand that. You know, like Joe Esposito said, accepting less is not an option. Knowledge is power. Ignorance is accepting whatever and getting shorter. And we can't have that. We have very, very qualified, very smart people here. And, you know, for whatever reason, we don't use what we got. We fight each other a lot. And guess who keeps winning? The company and our officials. It's just that simple. If we wouldn't fight each other, there would be nothing that we couldn't do. Look at the teachers. Look at them. Man, they stood together, and the teachers are responsible for educating the most important resource that we have, and that's our children. And they stood up, and look what happened. Man, they getting whatever they want to get. And not only when they did that, when it started out, I believe it was started in Oklahoma first. I believe it was. Now everybody else that had a situation in the educational system, all the other teachers, they started getting together. So that's what we got to do, and that's why we're going to have some teachers come out to our parking lot pep rally on June. Philadelphia Federation of Teachers coming out. The Philly DSA is coming out. We having everybody because this is a very important situation. This contract is going to shape not just today's Teamsters but tomorrow's Teamsters as well. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. You know what, James? I see that. You say the digital way of voting will have a. I don't know. I don't know if that would be good for local elections, though. You know what I mean? For having the digital way, I don't know. Maybe for the international because there's so many people, but for a local election, I don't know. What y'all think about that, man? Y'all think voting electronically would have a better impact on local elections? You know what I mean? I don't know about that one, man. We'll see. It might, but I don't know. I don't know, Johnny. I don't know, man. You know, like I know, it's going to be more than 2. It's going to be more than 2 next year. But we can't worry about that. We can't. We're going to worry about what we can do as far as the 623 Lives Matter team. If we start worrying about this one and that one, then we don't need to be in office. If I got to worry about what you're doing, and then I don't need to be. We don't need to be up in office. We got to worry about moving forward and not backwards. You know what I mean? That's the problem, man. We've been stagnant for I don't know how many years. If you guys look at our supplement contract for the last few years, that's the thing. I want you guys to really look at what we're saying because it can be backed up by fact. This is not something we made up or something that we grabbed out of the air. Look back at our last few contracts, the supplemental contracts agreements. Just look at them and look at how our contracts have either stayed the same and got worse, right? Because nothing really was a substantial increase in anything. But our company we work for, they profits go up, everything goes up for them, but our standards either stay the same or gotten worse, right? And look at the salaries of the people in office. They also go up. So the salaries go up, right? The company's profits go up, but our contracts go down. Just look at it. Again, look at the bylaws in our local. Look at the bylaws too, and match up each officer's job description, and look at what it says, and look at what it's supposed. What happens. So just think about that. Like I said, you don't have to take my word for it. 623 Lives Matter, this, that, and other. Just look at the information. Just look at it for yourself and make your own judgment, and you will see that there's a problem here. There is a problem, and it's not good. It's bad, and that's why we got to take a look at it, because it's a lot of issues that we had to look at. You know, we had to research and find out what we could do to be better. And you'll find all of this out. Like I said, we'll go all over it after the contract passed. We don't want to dump any more information about what we plan to do or what's going to happen and this, that, and the other. We get through this. Once this contract is signed, right, and we start going through it and see what happened, and once it's ratified and once we have to start living by it, then you will see a more in-depth look about our leadership that we've been working on. It's going to blow your mind. You know, we've been doing a lot of stuff behind closed doors. We've been quiet about a lot of stuff because we didn't want to talk about it, because this is not the time, actually, because it's the contract time. But we do want to give you guys an idea about what's happening. You know what I mean, with leadership and what it's supposed to do, you know, and what's supposed to happen, you know, even before the contract. You know what I mean? If you don't see or hear from your leaders until contract time, or if they want something from you, then that's a problem. It's a problem. It's a very serious problem. A very serious problem that we have here. You know what I mean? So, look like I'm almost out of time here. I don't know, but I could talk a little. Yeah, I could talk a little. I got the okay from the radio manager, radio station manager.
I think Sherry's probably not going to be here.
Yeah.
So yeah, take some more time if you want. And,
Okay.
And people should buy a T-shirt.
Oh yeah, hey yeah, that's another thing, y'all. Hey, look, I just bought some T-shirts. Support the radio station for more, you know, funding and everything. You can go to the website. It's at oh, I got it right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you what it look like. Oh.
There you go.
Here we go, right here. Oh. Here we go. This is what it looks like right here, y'all. This is what the shirt gonna look like. You know, it's got the WOM 92.9 logo with the world talking on the mic. What's the website, boss man?
SPCR.org.
SPCR.org.
Yeah, it's South Philadelphia Community Radio.
Yeah, South Philadelphia Community Radio. They got the Facebook page on there. Matter of fact, when I get home, I'll share it. You know,
Cool.
that way you guys can
Nice.
buy a shirt.
Got a schedule in there. People can sign up for email updates.
Yeah, the schedule's on there, email updates, everything is on there.
So
Yeah, man, we trying to do some real big stuff out here, man. But it all depends on what you guys want to do and help us out. You know what I mean? You know. So again, we're gonna go over what I talked about before I get out of here. Again, June 18th, 9:20 p.m. at the UPS Air Hub, 1 Hog Island Road. We're gonna have a parking lot pep rally with United Week of Action. So we need everybody to come out there. We're gonna have the Philadelphia Federation of Teachers coming out, Philly DSA coming out. We're gonna have some special people coming out. We're gonna have a lot of people, and we need everybody to come out, man. Make all kind of noise, stomp, scream, fight, fuss, man, and let the company know that we mean business. These guys are going to try and get us like they did with 2013. I'm telling you, they're going to try. They're going to try. But we got to make sure that they know that enough is enough and we're not going to take it. Also, we got to make sure our officials know that they're not going to be able to sell us down the river like they did in 2013. We got to make sure of that. Also, again, this Friday, we're going to have a Father's Day event for our fathers here at Local 623, the best fathers in the world. We're going to have a little celebration for them, let them know that we care about them as well. We're going to give them some information. We're going to do it real big for these guys, man. Also, this Saturday, our union meeting, 8 o'clock a.m., 4369 Richmond Street. Make sure you come out if you can. I don't know if you guys got the notice in the mail, but at the bottom they're going to try and make a motion from the floor to suspend the next 2 meetings, the summer months of July and August. We got to make sure that we don't agree to that like we did last month, and make sure we keep having these meetings during this contract year. We need to know what's going on. Also, file a grievance, file a grievance, file a grievance. I filed 5 grievances last week. Well, we had a hearing for them last week, and they got pushed up to labor and the BA because I didn't agree with what they was trying to sell. They was trying to sell us short, as always, and I didn't agree to it. So, they're gonna have. Well, I'm gonna have the top 5 people in the primary make sure they get paid for those grievances that I filed. All right, and we'll tell you who they are. And I want to know if you guys get paid or not. If not, we're gonna file another grievance for that. Just keep filing, y'all. I know you get tired of hearing it, but you got to do it. The problem is not the grievance. The problem is the people who are supposed to fight for the grievance. You know, once it gets past the shop store level, you know, it has to be better. It needs to be better, and it will be better. It will be better. It will be better. You have my word. It will be better. Again, you guys keep filing. Again, download the internet radio app, MIXLR. It's like a red and white app, because I want you guys to really listen to the Union Power Radio with our brother Hector Fortis. Man, he has a great show. Great people call in, and if you go to his page right now and download the app, listen to his last radio show. The last about 15-20 minutes, man, we had a brother from local 177, Glenn Kenworthy. Man, he said some good stuff, and I want you guys to listen to it, because a lot of us feel the way our brother Glenn felt and still feel. So again, join that page, download that app so you can listen to the radio. Call in if you want to. There's a lot of issues going around the country that people call in, and they talk about the issues from local to local. So we got to do that. And again, Sean O'Brien is supposed to be calling in soon, so you'll be able to hear from him and ask him questions, and we'll go from there. And again, this is WOOM 92.9 South Philadelphia Community Radio. I'm Richard Hooker Jr. I'm just a guy who just want to make a difference. All right. So again, this is 623 Lives Matter radio show. We love you guys. God bless. And don't forget, come out this Friday for our first annual Father's Day celebration. And this Monday, June 18th, 9:20 p.m., the United Week of Action, the parking lot pep rally. Make sure you come out. We're going to have everybody there. This is a big deal. Make sure you come out and show support. All right, God bless. We love. Peace out.